used to come and knock upon my office door with that baseball glove and that big grin he wore. I'd say, catch you later, son, I got a call to make. Catch you later, son, Lord, what was at stake? I didn't know that later had a limit on itself. Catch you later, son, I only told myself. Catch you later, son, catch you later, son. Catch you later, boy, catch you later, son. I miss so much joy, the games I didn't make and the stories left untold. Catch you later, son, our later's growing old. He's got a boy of his own now, and I watch him throw the ball in the backyard in the evening glow. He never says, catch you later, to that little one. And I know where he learned that, from his daddy's son. I didn't know that later had a limit on its shelf. Catch you later, son, I only told myself. Catch you later, son, catch you later, son. Catch you later, boy, catch you later, son. I miss so much joy, the games I didn't make and stories left untold. Catch you later, son, now later's growing old. He forgave me over dinner just last Saturday night. He said, Dad, I know you love me, and he said it right. Out loud without a flinch, and I could barely hold the line. Catch you later, son, you turned out fine. Catch you later, son, Lord, I wish I could go back. Catch you later, son, get everything I lack, the courage and the presence to put the work aside. Catch you later, son, my greatest source of pride. He calls me every Sunday now without fail. Catch you later, son, love never goes stale. Catch you later, son, love never goes stale.
I remember how they looked, rough and broad and strong, working hands that carried everything along. The cracks and calluses that told me who he was. My father's hands worn down for us. He never said I love you with his words out loud, but his hand said everything and said it proud. My father's hand building everything we had. My father's hand, the hands of my dad, fixing what was broken, planting what would grow. My father's hand, the most love I know. I watched them fold in prayer every Sunday morning. I watched them shake when my mother's baby was born. I held them at the end when they grown tired and thin. My father's hands, where do I begin? He never said I love you with his words out loud, but his hands said everything and said it proud. My father's hands building everything we had. My father's hands, the hands of my dad, fixing what was broken, planting what would grow. My father's hands, the most love I know. I look down at my own hands now, and there they are, the same broad knuckle and the same old scar on the left thumb, the nail he missed in '63. My father's hands living on in me. My father's hands, Lord, I see them every day. My father's hands, they never went away. Every time I hold my own son's hand, I feel my father's hands, nothing more real. His hands are gone, but mine carry them still. My father's hands, and always will.
He was 16 and the lot was empty on a Sunday. I put him in the driver's seat that cool October day. He grabbed the wheel like it might run away from him, teaching him to drive. Where do I begin? I held the dash and said, stay calm and keep it straight. He gripped it like his whole life was at stake, teaching him to drive in the parking lot of life, teaching him to drive through every joy and strife. The lessons that I gave him went beyond that empty lie, teaching him to drive, best thing I've got. He stalled it twice and laughed till he could barely see. Said, Dad, your face right now is everything to me. I laughed and said, okay, let's try this thing again, teaching him to drive. That's how we became friends. I held the dash and said, stay calm and keep it straight. He gripped it like his whole life was at stake. Teaching him to drive in the parking lot of life. Teaching him to drive through every joy and strife. The lessons that I gave him went beyond that empty lot. Teaching him to drive, best thing I got. Now he drives his daughter to her first day of school. Uses the same calm voice that I taught him as a rule. Stay in your lane and check your mirror and be kind. Teaching him to drive, the best thing left behind. Teaching him to drive, Lord, I'd do it all again. Teaching him to drive, my boy, my best friend. Every wobbly Sunday in that empty parking space. Teaching him to drive, I'd give anything to go back to that place. He drives smooth now, better than his old man. Teaching him to drive, best thing in my got.
He'd have the coffee on before the rest of us were up. The paper on the table in his old ceramic cup. He'd nod at me and pour another when I sat beside. Sunday mornings with my dad, his quiet kind of pride. We didn't need to say too much, the morning said it all. Sunday mornings with my dad before the house would call. Sunday mornings with my dad, slow and still and good. Sunday mornings with my dad, I'd go back if I could. Coffee and the paper and the quiet between us there. Sunday mornings with my dad, nothing could compare. He'd read me out the box scores in his Sunday morning way. Point out something in the paper that he wanted me to weigh. In my mind and think about and form my own beliefs. Sunday mornings with my dad, Sunday morning relief. We didn't need to say too much, the morning said it all. Sunday mornings with my dad before the house would call. Sunday mornings with my dad, slow and still and good. Sunday mornings with my dad, I'd go back if I could. Coffee and the paper and the quiet between us there. Sunday mornings with my dad, nothing could compare. He's been gone 11 years this coming fall, but Sunday morning still I hear him down the hall. I pour 2 cups and let the quiet fill the room. Sunday mornings with my dad, gone too soon. Sunday mornings with my dad, Lord, I miss him so. Sunday mornings with my dad, more than he could know. I pour his cup and read the paper the way he always did. Sunday mornings with my dad, still his kid. cups of coffee in the Sunday morning light. Sunday mornings with my dad, everything was right.
Took me to the yard when I was barely 5. Showed me how to hold the seams and keep my arm alive. Said follow through, don't stop your hand when it releases. He taught me how to throw, and I still have every piece of everything he showed me in the yard back then. He taught me how to throw, and I throw it to my son again. He taught me how to throw, how to stand my ground. He taught me how to throw, how to turn around when life comes at you fast and the ball curves wide. He taught me how to throw, my greatest guide. We threw till the mosquitoes came and Mom called us in. He always let me win the count and always wore a grin, like throwing with his boy was all the world he needed. He taught me how to throw, how to plant the seed, everything he showed me in the yard back then. He taught me how to throw, and I throw it to my son again. He taught me how to throw, how to stand my ground. He taught me how to throw, how to turn around when life comes at you fast and the ball curves wide. He taught me how to throw, my greatest guide. Now I'm in the yard and my own boy's got the glove, and I hear my Father's voice coming through with love. Follow through and plant your feet and keep your elbow right. He taught me how to throw, I'm passing on the light. He taught me how to throw and so much more than that. He taught me love without the fancy word for that. In a backyard in the summer, in the fading August light. He taught me how to throw and how to live right. Ball goes back and forth across the years. He taught me how to throw through all the cheers.
He called me on a Tuesday, like he always did at noon. Said he just called to talk, said nothing too soon will change between us. Said he loved me and was proud the last time he called. He said it out loud. I almost didn't answer. I was heading into a meeting then. The last time he called, I'll always say I'm glad I answered when. The last time he called, I let it ring the full 3 times. The last time he called, I almost let it go to mine. The last time he called, the world was still in place. The last time he called, I can still hear his face. He died on Thursday quiet, in the early morning gray. The hospice nurse called me, and I put the phone away and sat down on the kitchen floor and let it take me home. The last time he called, he left me with my soul. I almost didn't answer, I was heading into a meeting then. The last time he called, I'll always say I'm glad I answered when. The last time he called, I let it ring the full 3 times. The last time he called, I almost let it go to mine. The last time he called, the world was still in place. The last time he called, I can still hear his face. I keep his number in my phone, I can't delete it yet. It's the last piece of him I've got, and I'm not ready to forget. That Tuesday noon he called me just to say he loved his son. The last time he called, best thing he ever done. The last time he called, Lord, I hear it still. The last time he called, I always will. Pick it up on the first ring now, every time it goes. The last time he called, that's what love knows. His number's still there, I scroll past it every night. The last time he called, he got it exactly right. There was a time my father held my hand across the street. Now I hold his hand and make sure he lands his feet on every curve and every step and every slippery floor. Old man, young son, roll reversal at the chord. He looks at me sometimes like he can't believe it came to this. Old man, young son, nothing I would miss. Old man, young son, how the tables turn. Old man, young son, everything you learn from the man who raised you comes back full circle now. Old man, young son, I'm learning how. I cut his food the way he cut mine long ago. I read the labels out loud at the pharmacy below. The counter where he used to stand, 6 foot and proud. Old man, young son, I say his name out loud. He looks at me sometimes like he can't believe it came to this. Old man, young son, nothing I would miss. Old man, young son, son, how the tables turn. Oh man, young son, everything you learn from the man who raised you comes back full circle now. Oh man, young son, I'm learning how. He said to me last April, leaning on his cane, son, I'm sorry you're the one who has to take this strain. I said, Dad, you carried me before I knew the way. Oh man, young son, it's never too late. Oh man, young son, Lord, I do it every day. Oh man, young son, wouldn't have it any other way. He gave me everything before I knew to ask. Oh man, young son, the greatest task. Holds my arm and I hold his, and we walk slow. Oh man, young son, the best love I know. He'd wake me before dawn without a single word, just a hand upon my shoulder, that's all that was heard. We'd drive the old truck out to Miller's Pond by 4. The fishing trip, what it was really for. We never caught much, but we never needed to. Fishing trip was always about me and you. The fishing trip, the quiet and the line. The fishing trip, your coffee mine. All the things we said without a single word. The fishing trip, the best sermon I heard. Taught me how to read the water's face for signs, the way the ripples told you where the current lines ran deep and where the bass were holding in the shade. The fishing trip and the man that it made. We never caught much, but we never needed to. The fishing trip was always about me and you. The fishing trip, the quiet and the line. The fishing trip, your coffee mine. All the things we said without a single word. The fishing trip, the best sermon I heard. I take my same dark, same quiet going on. I hear my father in the stillness of the water. Fishing trip passing on to my son what my father taught us. The fishing trip, Lord, I feel him there. The fishing trip, his voice still in the air. Every time the line goes in, the water still and wide. The fishing trip, Dad right by my side. The line sits quiet and the morning opens gold. The fishing trip, the best story ever told.
heard myself say something to my boy last night that my father said to me, and I knew it was right. The exact same words and the exact same tone of voice. I became my father, didn't have a choice. I used to swear I'd do it different, do it all my way. I became my father, and I'm grateful for that day. I became my father somewhere down the line. I became my father, and that suits me fine. Every year I see him more when I look in the glass. I became my father, Lord, let this last. I fold my newspaper the same way that he did. I drink my coffee black now, just like him. I catch myself and smile because I know what it means. I became my father, living in between. I used to swear I'd do it different, do it all my way. I became my father, and I'm grateful for that day. I became my father somewhere down the line. I became my father, and that suits me fine. Every year I see him more when I look in the glass. I became my father, Lord, let this last. My son said to me, you look just like your dad in this photo here. I said I know, and I held that close all year, because becoming him is the highest thing I've earned. I became my father, and everything I've learned. I became my father, Lord, I wear it proud. I became my father, say his name out loud. Every time I look at what my hands are built and done, I became my father, and I'm raising up his son. The mirror shows two faces, mine and his. I became my father, and that's what love is. He had the new backpack and the lunchbox I had packed the night before with everything he might have lacked. Nothing. I triple-checked it 3 times at the door. First day of school, what a father's for. He turned around and waved at me before he went inside. First day of school, the day I nearly died. First day of school, letting go for the first time. First day of school, watching him cross that line into a world that I can't follow all the way in. First day of school, where does the growing begin? First day of school, he came home, where does the growing begin?
came home full of things I'd never heard before. New names and new songs and new things to explore. He barely needed me to ask him. Poured it out first day of school. That's what growing's about. He turned around and waved at me before he went inside. First day of school, the day I nearly died. First day of school, letting go for the first time. First day of school, watching him cross that line into a world that I can't follow all the way in. First day of school, where does growing begin? First day of school. Every first day after that I thought about the one before the world grew bigger than just me and my son. That backpack and that lunchbox and that wave at the door. First day of school, I couldn't love him more. First day of school, Lord, where does the time go? First day of school, more than I could know. He's dropping his own child off this September morning. First day of school, and I am reborn. First day of school, he waves goodbye the same way that he always did. First day of school, still my kid.
My father was a good man in the ways that good men are. He worked and built and fixed and drove us near and far. But some things in his generation weren't said out loud. What my father never said, though he was proud. I grew up knowing love without the words to frame it right. What my father never said, I say it every night. What my father never said, I say to my son. What my father never said, I say to everyone. I love you and I'm proud of you, and you are more than enough. What my father never said, now that's the stuff. The day I held my newborn boy, I made a quiet vow to say the things my father couldn't figure out how. To get from his heart out into the open air. What my father never said, I said it right there. I grew up knowing love without the words to frame it right. What my father never said, I say it every night. What my father never said, I say to my son. What my father never said, I say to everyone. I love you and I'm proud of you, and you are more than enough. What my father never said, now that's the stuff. I don't blame him, he was raised the same exact old way by men who thought that love was what you did and not what you'd said. But I had the gift of knowing what the silence cost a boy. What my father
father never said, I turned to joy. What my father never said, I'll say until my last. What my father never said won't carry to the past. My son will never wonder if his father thinks he's great. What my father never said, I choose a different fate. I love you, son. 3 words that change everything. What my father, now let it rain. What my father never said. Oh. Now let it rain. She put her hand in mine at the chapel door that day, and everything I'd ever felt came flooding in the way. The things come when you didn't know how full you were before. He walked me down the aisle, what a father's for. He leaned and whispered something I will carry to my grave. He walked me down the aisle, the greatest gift he gave. He walked me down the aisle, slow and proud and straight. He walked me down the aisle, no one could replace. The man who shaped my everything, now handing me away. He walked me down the aisle, my greatest day. He shook my husband's hand and looked him in the eye. Said, take care of my daughter, and he didn't try to hide the tears, he let them fall right down his face. He walked me down the aisle, God give me back that place. He leaned and whispered something I will carry to my grave. He walked me down the aisle, the greatest gift he gave. He walked me down the aisle, slow and proud and straight. He walked me down the aisle, no one could replace. The man who shaped my everything, now handing me away. He walked me down the aisle, my greatest day. He's been gone 6 years and I still feel his arm in mine. Every anniversary I close my eyes and find that chapel and that aisle and that slow, proud walk. He walked me down the aisle, his loudest talk. He walked me down the aisle, Lord, I feel him near. He walked me down the aisle every single year. When I hold my own children and they ask me of my dad, he walked me down the aisle, best day we ever had. He let me go with everything he had. He walked me down the aisle, my forever dad.
He'd come in every night at 8 and pull the chair beside and open up whatever book we had inside, and read in that low voice that made the world feel safe. Bedtime stories, his gift of grace. Half the time I wasn't even listening to the words. Bedtime stories, just his voice was all I heard. Bedtime stories in the lamplight, warm and low. Bedtime stories, everything I know about feeling safe and loved and held and not alone. Bedtime stories, he was bringing me home. Sometimes he'd drift off first before the chapter closed. His head would nod and I'd pretend that I had dozed, so he could wake and think I was already gone to sleep. Bedtime stories, mine to keep. Half the time I wasn't even listening to the words. Bedtime stories, just his voice was all I heard. Bedtime stories in the lamplight, warm and low. Bedtime stories, everything I know about feeling safe and loved and held and not alone. Bedtime stories, he was bringing me home. Now I sit beside my own son every night, pull the chair and open up the book and find the light. And I hear my father's voice come through my own somehow. Bedtime stories, I'm the father now. Bedtime stories, Lord, what I would give. Bedtime stories to go back and relive. One more night of lamplight and his voice and me. Bedtime stories, that's where I wanna be. The lamp goes out and the house goes still and good. Bedtime stories, just like he knew it would. Rain or shine or snow or overtime at work, he never once complained and never once would shirk that cold aluminum bleacher on a Tuesday night. He never missed a game, he always showed the light. I didn't know enough to thank him then the way I should. He never missed a game, and now I know I would. He never missed a game, not one in 14 years. He never missed a game through all the cheers. And all the times I sat the bench and never got to play, he never
the drive. He said, boy, watching you do anything made me feel alive. Didn't matter if you played a minute or the whole. He never missed a game. His love was whole. I didn't know enough to thank him then the way I should. He never missed a game, and now I know I would. He never missed a game. Now I won in 14 years. He never missed a game. Through all the cheers and all the times I sat the bench and never got to play, he never missed a game. He came anyway. I stand in the cold bleachers for my boy every week. I bring the thermos and the blanket, and I seek his face when something happens, and I'm always there to see. He never missed a game, and neither will I be. He never missed a game. Lord, that's real love. He never missed a game, sent from above. Every parent in those bleachers is a story being told. He never missed a game worth more than gold. Cold bleachers and a warm heart, and a father in the stands. He never missed a game. Best love in the land. My son said, Dad, come look at this old photograph. It's you and Grandpa at the summer camp on the path. I took the photo and I couldn't catch my breath. I look like you nailed it, even down to the set. Of the jaw and the hands and the gray at the temple there. I look like you now, Dad. We've got the same stare. I look like you now, Dad. Same eyes and everything. I look like you now, Dad. What does that mean? That love gets written on a face across the years. I look like you now, Dad, through the tears. My wife says I've been moving more the way he moved, the way he tilted his head on something he approved of. Came across the table or the evening news. I look like you now, Dad, wearing your shoes. Of the jaw and the hands and the gray at the temple there. I look like you now, Dad. We've got the same step. I look like you now, Dad. Same eyes and everything. I look like you now, Dad. What does that mean? That love gets written on a face across the years. I look like you now, Dad, through the tears. I used to hope I'd grow into someone great and strong. Now I know the greatest thing I've done all along is grow into the man who made me who I am. I look like you now, Dad, your greatest fan. I look like you now, Dad, and I couldn't be more proud. I look like you now, Dad, I'll say it right out loud. There's no one I'd rather look like in this life of mine. I look like you now, Dad, doing just fine. The photograph stays on the table by my bed. I look like you now, Dad, just like you said. We stayed out past the supper call that evening in July. The yard had gone to dusk, and we kept throwing by. The light from the back window, just enough to see. Throwing the ball in the dark, just him and me. His mom called twice and we both laughed and kept on throwing the ball in the dark, neither one of us going. Throwing the ball in the dark, not ready for the night. Throwing the ball in the dark, holding on to the light of the day, another summer and the years we had to spare. Throwing the ball in the dark, finding God right there. He asked me then about the things that I believed about life and what comes after, and what death had achieved in my family. And I answered him as best I could. Throwing the ball in the dark, I answered like I should. His mom called twice and we both laughed and kept on throwing the ball in the dark, neither one of us going. Throwing the ball in the dark, not ready for the night. Throwing the ball in the dark, holding on to the light of the day, another summer and the years we had to spare. Throwing the ball in the dark, finding God right there. He's grown and gone to college, somewhere warm and wet. And when he calls on Sundays, I confess, I walk out to the yard and look up at the dark sky. Throwing the ball in the dark, still saying hi. Throwing the ball in the dark, Lord give me that again. Throwing the ball in the dark, my boy, my best friend. Just one more evening past the supper call in the light. Throwing the ball in the dark, everything right. The yard is quiet, but I swear I hear the glove. Throwing the ball in the dark, that's what I call love. That's what I call love. day you were born, I looked down at your face and felt the whole weight of every wrong and disgrace that I've been carrying so easy up till then. Son, you made me a better man. I had to be someone worth following home. Son, you made me a better man. I didn't do it alone. Son, you made me a better man than I was before. Son, you made me wanna be worth fighting for. Every sacrifice I made it gladly for your sake. Son, you made me a better man. Make no mistake. I stopped running from the things I used to run away from fast. I started thinking long, started building things to last. Because you were watching everything I didn't do. Son, you made me a better man because of you. I had to be someone worth following home. Son, you made me a better man. I didn't do it alone. Son, you made me a better man than I was before. Son, you made me wanna be worth fighting for. Every sacrifice I made it gladly for your sake. Son, you made me a better man. Make no mistake. People always say that parents shape the child, but nobody says what the child does to a man gone wild and lost until he looks into his baby's eyes. Son, you made me a better man. Best surprise. Son, you made me a better man. I need you to know that. Son, you made me a better man. There's no going back to who I was before the day you changed my life. Son, you made me a better man with every sacrifice. He doesn't know how much he saved me, but he will. Son, you made me a better man, and better still. We moved his things last February when we sold the house. His clothes, his tools, his Bible, quiet as a mouse. We moved through every room and took what time allowed. The chair he left behind, we couldn't move that out. It sat there by the window where he always used to read. The chair he left behind, the one thing that we need. The chair he left behind is at my house now. The chair he left behind, I'll tell you how. It holds him in a way that nothing else can do. The cherry left behind, still worn through. My son sits in it sometimes, doing homework in the light, and doesn't know whose chair it was before that night. I told him and he touched the arm with careful hands. The chair he left behind, he understands. It sat there by the window where he always used to read. The chair he left behind, the one thing that we need. The chair he left behind is at my house now. The chair he left behind, I'll tell you how. It holds him in a way that nothing else can do. The chair he left behind, still worn through. Some nights I sit in it when the house goes still, and feel him in the leather and the fabric till the room gets warm and quiet, the way rooms did when he was near. The chair he left behind, he's still right here. The chair he left behind, Lord, I'll keep it forever. The chair he left behind, I'll let go never of the man who sat there reading in the evening light. The chair he left behind, everything right. 3 generations have sat in that old chair, the chair he left behind. Love's still there. He was barely 2 and the word came out one morning clear. Not daughter like the baby word, but Dad and I could hear. In those 3 letters, everything I hadn't known I'd need. The day he called me Dad, I was free. I had to walk outside and stand beside the car. The day he called me Dad, I saw the man I'd have to be from far. The day he called me Dad, the world were rearranged. The day he called me Dad, nothing was the same. I've been a son my whole life up until that word. The day he called me Dad, the best thing I've heard. He doesn't know that I stood out there in the cold, crying in the driveway like a man who just got told he won the whole world lottery and couldn't hold it in. The day he called me Dad, where do I begin? I had to walk outside and stand beside the car. The day he called me Dad, I saw the man I'd have to be from far. The day he called me Dad, the world were rearranged. The day he called me Dad, nothing was the same. I'd been a son my whole life up until that word. The day he called me Dad, the best thing I've heard. Now he calls me that 100 times a day, and every single time I hear it in the same old way. called me Dad. Lord, thank you for that. The day he called me Dad. Never looked back from the man I was before that. Morning clear and bright, the day he called me Dad. Finally got it right. He calls me Dad and I become myself again. The day he called me Dad, world without end. You taught me how to shake a hand and look a man in the eye. You taught me how to keep my word and never wonder why. Honesty was harder than the easy road, you'd say. Everything I am, I learned from you today. Every lesson that you gave me is still living in my hands. Everything I am, I learned from you. Now I understand. Everything I am, I learned from you. Everything I am was shaped by what you do, and said and built and stood for every day. Everything I am, you made me this way. You taught me how to lose with grace and win without a show. You taught me when to speak my peace and when to let it go. You taught me that a family is a thing worth everything, everything I am. You taught me how to sing. Every lesson that you gave me is still living in my hands. Everything I am, I learned from you. Now I understand. Everything I am, I learned from you. Everything I am was shaped by what you do, and said and built and stood for every day. Everything I am, you made me this way. I pass it on to my own son, the way that you passed on to me. The things that don't have a price tags and can't hang on a family tree, but live inside the heart and in the way a person stands. Everything I am in my son's hands. Everything I am, I learned from you, Dad. Everything I am, the good and the bad, the courage and the patience and the love I've come to know. Everything I am, you made me so. Thank you for the life you gave me every single day. Everything I am, you showed me the way.
Her name was Caroline, and she sat 2 rows ahead in Mrs. Patterson's class with that ribbon of red in her hair every Tuesday, like the world was arranged around her, and nothing has ever really changed. I never told her what those Tuesdays meant to me.
Her name was Caroline, and she set me free. Her name was Caroline, 16 and bright. Her name was Caroline in the September light. The first time love had ever found its way to me. Her name was Caroline, where I wanted to be. We walked home once together in the October rain. She laughed about her shoes and I never felt the same. About October or the rain or walking any road. Her name was Caroline, carrying that load. I never told her what those Tuesdays meant to me. Her name was Caroline, and she set me free. Her name was Caroline, 16 and bright. Her name was Caroline in the September light. The first time love had ever found its way to me. Her name was Caroline, where I wanted to be. I heard she moved to Portland sometime back in '72. Married a man named Davis, hope he treated her right and true. I never found out and I never tried to know. Her name was Caroline, and I let her go. Her name was Caroline. Lord, she lives there still. Her name was Caroline, she always will. In that Tuesday classroom, in that September air, her name was Caroline, I'll always be there. The ribbon was red and the rain was October cold. Her name was Caroline, best story ever told. Summer of '17 was the one they all talk about. When the heat came early and the school let out, and everything that mattered fit inside one zip code. Summer of '17, the best road. We didn't know how good we had it standing there. Summer of '17, without a single care. Summer of '17, windows down and free. Summer of '17, she was everything to me. The drive-in and the lake and the radio loud. Summer of '17, young and proud. without a single care.
Summer of 17.
Windows down and free.
Summer of 17.
She was everything to me. The driving and the lake and the radio loud. Summer of 17, young and proud. Now I drive these same roads in the July heat, and sometimes catch a song they used to play when we'd meet. And for 3 minutes I am 17 again. Summer of 17, my oldest friend.
Summer of 17.
Lord, I was alive.
Summer of 17.
How did we survive? Feeling everything that much without a guide. Summer of 17, best ride of my life. Yellow dress in the driving glow. Summer of 17, the best I'll ever know. It was folded into quarters with my name on the front, in cursive with a little heart, the way she always would. She passed it through the road at the end of second hour. The note she passed me changed everything that hour. I didn't open it till I was safe outside. The note she passed me had nowhere left to hide. The note she passed me said, "Do you like me too?" The note she passed me, what was I gonna do? I checked the yes box with the only pen I had. The note she passed me, best day I ever had. We walked to class together every day from then, and held hands once behind the gymnasium when nobody was looking and the whole world caught its breath. The note she passed me, better than the rest. I didn't open it till I was safe outside. The note she passed me had nowhere left to hide. The note she passed me said, "Do you like me too?" The note she passed me, what was I gonna do? I checked the yes box with the only pen I had. The note she passed me, best day I ever had. I kept that note inside my jacket for a year, through every awkward silence and every teenage fear, till it fell apart along the folds and I let it go. The note she passed me, she'll never know. The note she passed me, Lord, I feel it still. the note she passed me, always, always will. In that second hour classroom, in that winter of our years, the note she passed me still brings me to tears. Do you like me too? In her best cursive hand, the note she passed me, best thing ever, tears. The porch light was on, but her dad wasn't watching. Or maybe he was, and I was too caught in the way she stood there at the end of the night. First kiss on the front porch, everything right. Time stopped somewhere between goodbye and hello. First kiss on the front porch, the sweetest I know. First kiss on the front porch, October night. First kiss on the front porch, in the yellow porch light. Everything I'd ever hoped for, 3 seconds or less. First kiss on the front porch, I confess. She stepped inside and turned and smiled at the screen, and I stood there on the step, somewhere in between. Boy, and whatever comes after that night. First kiss on the front porch changed my whole life. Time stopped somewhere between goodbye and hello. First kiss on the front porch, the sweetest I know. First kiss on the front porch, October night. First kiss on the front porch, in the yellow porch light. Everything I'd ever hoped for, in 3 seconds or less. First kiss on the front porch, I confess. I drove home doing 40 in a 30-mile zone, singing to myself and barely feeling the road below. I was somewhere between the earth and everything above. First kiss on the front porch, first kiss of love. First kiss on the front porch, Lord, I was alive. First kiss on the front porch, how did I survive? Feeling everything that big inside a teenage heart. First kiss on the front porch, where it all would start. The porch light still glows in my memory warm. First kiss on the front porch, eye of the storm. There's a tree out past the water tower on Route 9, where
with 2 sets of initials cut into the line of bark back in the June of 1972. We carved our names in June, me and you. Thought that carving it would make it last somehow. We carved our names in June, I still see it now. We carved our names in June, permanent and deep. We carved our names in June, promises to keep. The bark grew over, but the letters held their ground. We carved our names in June, the best thing I found. You held the bark while I pressed through with Dad's old knife. Said now we'll always be here for the light of that old tree, and we laughed about it then. We carved our names in June, I'd do it again. Thought that carving it would make it last somehow. We carved our names in June, I still see it now. We carved our names in June, permanent and deep. We carved our names in June, promises to keep. The bark grew over, but the letters held their ground. We carved our names in June, the best thing I found. We didn't last the summer, if the truth be told. Things fell apart the way they do when you're young and bold. But I drove past that tree last April on my own. We carved our names in June, still coming home. We carved our names in June, the tree still stands. We carved our names in June with our own young hands. Some love doesn't last, but leaves its mark just the same. We carved our names in June, I still know her name. The bark grew around the letter, but they're still in there. We carved our names in June, they'll always be there. DJ put on something slow somewhere around 9. And she was standing by the bleachers looking fine. I crossed the floor like it was the longest mile I'd walk. Slow dance at the gymnasium before we talk. She put her hands upon my shoulders, and I found slow dance at the gymnasium, the holiest ground. Slow dance at the gymnasium, 1973. Slow dance at the gymnasium, just her and me. 3 minutes and the mirror ball, and the whole world gone.
dance at the gymnasium, still holding on. She smelled like something soft, and her hair was in my face. And I forgot completely about everything in that place, except the space between my shoulder and her ear. Slow dance at the gymnasium, I'm still right there. She put her hands upon my shoulders, and I found slow dance at the gymnasium, the holiest ground. Slow dance at the gymnasium, 1973. Slow dance at the gymnasium, just her and me. 3 minutes and the mirror ball, and the whole world gone. Slow dance at the gymnasium, still holding on. The song ended, and she stepped back and she smiled. And I walked home 2 miles in the cold worthwhile, replaying every second till I fell asleep. Slow dance at the gymnasium, mine to keep. Slow dance at the gymnasium, Lord, I was alive. Slow dance at the gymnasium, somehow I survived. Feeling everything that big inside, a teenage chest. Slow dance at the gymnasium, the very best. The mirror ball still turns inside my memory. Slow dance at the gymnasium, her and me. Her family moved that August to a city out of reach. Her dad had taken work somewhere past the Georgia peach. Orchards on Route 30, and she cried the night before. She drove away in August, I don't cry anymore. I stood there in the driveway till the street was clear. She drove away in August, the hardest year. She drove away in August, dust on a Georgia road. She drove away in August, carrying everything I know about the way the world could feel when someone made it warm. She drove away in August, that's when I learned the storm. I wrote her 3 long letters over that first fall. She wrote me back 2 times, and then nothing at all. The way things end when distance does what distance does. She drove away in August, and that was just because I stood there in the driveway till the street was clear. She drove away in August, the hardest year. She drove away in August, dust on a Georgia road. She drove away
teaches everything about how love arrives and what its leaving brings. You never feel it quite that raw again in life. She drove away in August before I had a wife. She drove away in August. Lord, that road was long. She drove away in August, left me with this song and the memory of a summer when the world was whole. She drove away in August. She took a piece of my soul. The driveway's empty, but I still stand there some nights. She drove away in August, turning off the lights. I was halfway through the grocery store on a Tuesday when the speaker played something from back in our day. And suddenly the fluorescent lights were stadium lights. That old song brings her back, and everything writes. 50 years of living, and it all just disappeared. That old song brings her back, like she was right here. That old song brings her back, every single time. That old song brings her back. She was so divine, the way she looked in '73, before the world moved on. That old song brings her back, even when she's gone. The produce section faded, and the gymnasium appeared. The mirror ball and her perfume and everything I feared, and wanted all at once, standing 16 on that floor. That old song brings her back, and so much more. 50 years of living, and it all just disappeared. That old song brings her back, like she was right here. That old song brings her back, every single time. That old song brings her back. She was so divine, the way she looked in '73, before the world moved on. That old song brings her back, even when she's gone. I stood there in the cereal aisle, holding nothing in my cart, while 3 minutes of a song rewound my heart to a time when everything was possible and near. That old song brings her back, loud and clear. That old song brings her back, Lord, it always will. That old song brings her back, always gives me chills every time those opening bars come drifting through the air. That old song brings her back, she's standing there. I put the groceries back and drove home slow. That old song brings her back, and I
Miller Street in the summer of '69. Every evening after supper was exactly mine and hers. We sit on her front steps till dark, young and in love on Miller Street. That's where it starts. The fireflies came out about the same time she did, young and in love on Miller Street. Just a couple of kids, young and in love on Miller Street. Summer going slow, young and in love on Miller Street. Nowhere else to go, just the porch and the lightning bugs and her voice in the heat. Young and in love on Miller Street, life was complete. Her mother would call her in at 9 o'clock sharp, and we'd squeeze the last few minutes out and then apart. We'd go meet down the sidewalk, turning back to wait. Young and in love on Miller Street, the best thing it gave. The fireflies came out about the same time she did, young and in love on Miller Street. Just a couple of kids, young and in love on Miller Street. Summer going slow, young and in love on Miller Street. Nowhere else to go, just the porch and the lightning bugs and her voice in the heat. Young and in love on Miller Street, life was complete. Miller Street's got condos now where the houses used to stand, and the girl on those front steps is a grandmother's hand. Somewhere far from here, and that is perfectly fine. Young and in love on Miller Street, she was mine. Young and in love on Miller Street, Lord, I was alive. Young and in love on Miller Street, before we had to drive away from everything that's simple and that true. Young and in love on Miller Street, thinking only of you. The fireflies still come out in my memory bright. Young and in love on Miller Street, best summer night.
Borrowed Tommy's Chevy on a Friday after school. Had $4 in my pocket, and I broke every rule about staying in the county on a school night in the fall. 67 miles from home, best drive of all. She said, "Where are we going?" And I said, "I don't know. 67 miles from home, just go." 67 miles from home, radio and her. 67 miles from home, everything a blur. The road and dark and young and free and nowhere else to be. 67 miles from home, just her and me. We stopped at a
somewhere past the county line. She ordered pie and I watched her like she was divine. Because she was, and I was barely old enough to know it. 67 miles from home, couldn't show it. She said, "Where are we going?" And I said, "I don't know. 67 miles from home, just go." 67 miles from home, radio in her. 67 miles from home, everything a blur. Road and dark and young and free and nowhere else to be. 67 miles from home, just her and me. We made it back by midnight and I dropped the car at Tommy's. He asked me where I went and I just sat around, and honestly, that's all I knew, that we'd driven somewhere real. 67 miles from home, the very best deal. 67 miles from home, Lord, I'd go again. 67 miles from home, with her and Win. The road was dark and the radio was perfect and we were young. 67 miles from home, the best thing we'd done. The diner's probably gone and Tommy's car is gone. 67 miles from home, feeling carries on.
A lot of people have called my name across the years. But only one of them could fill my eyes with tears. By saying it, just 2 syllables, and I was gone. The way she said my name, carrying me along, like it was something she'd been saving just for me. The way she said my name, setting me free. The way she said my name, slow and sure. The way she said my name, nothing more pure than those 2 syllables wrapped in her voice that way. The way she said my name, I hear it today. Across the lunch table, in the cafeteria noise, her voice cut through the 100 other voices, and girls in trays and Friday chatter in the fall. The way she said my name, above it all, oh, like it was something she'd been saving
just for me. The way she said my name, setting me free. The way she said my name, slow and sure. The way she said my name, nothing more pure than those two syllables wrapped in a voice that way. The way she said my name, I hear it today. My wife says my name 100 times a day, with love and with impatience, and in every kind of way. And I love every version, but somewhere way back there, the way she said my name, still in the air. Oh, the way she said my name, Lord, that first love sound. The way she said my name, the most beautiful around. You only hear your name like that exactly once in life. The way she said my name, before your kids, before your wife. Just two syllables, but I've carried them for years. The way she said my name still brings the tears. Didn't know it then, but that was the last summer, before the draft in college and the world made us wonder if we'd ever be this easy in our skin again. The summer before everything changed, our oldest friend. We were 18 and golden, and we thought it would stay. The summer before everything changed, just one more day. The summer before everything changed, white and gold and free. The summer before everything changed, her and me. Before the world got serious and large and hard to hold. The summer before everything changed, the most valuable gold. We drove to every lake and stayed till the stars came out. Talked about the future like we knew what it was about. Now I know we didn't, but our dreaming was so fine. The summer before everything changed, hers and mine. We were 18 and golden, and we thought it would stay. The summer before everything changed, just one more day. The summer before everything changed, white and gold and free. The summer before everything changed, her and me. Before the world got serious and large and hard to hold. The summer before everything changed, the most valuable gold. September came and took us in its different directions. She went east and I went south with no correction. Possible the world just opened up and took us through. The summer before everything changed. I think of you, the summer before everything changed. Lord, give it back. The summer before everything changed. Before the world went black and white from all the color that we carried in those days. The summer before everything changed, still in a golden haze. August 31st, the last perfect night. The summer before everything changed, still in the light. She left a sweater at my house the last time that she came. Pale blue with a little pull along the sleeve, the same one she wore the night we drove out to the reservoir. She left a sweater at my house, what is memory for? My mother asked me once whose sweater on the chair. She left a sweater at my house, I couldn't say right there. She left a sweater at my house, pale blue and worn. She left a sweater at my house, I never could return it to her after everything had come apart that fall. She left a sweater at my house, the most important song. I kept it folded in my drawer for longer than I'll say. Took it out on certain nights when certain feelings wouldn't stay away, and held it like it held some piece of what we were. She left a sweater at my house because of her. My mother asked me once whose sweater on the chair. She left a sweater at my house, I couldn't say right there. She left a sweater at my house, pale blue and worn. She left a sweater at my house, I never could return it to her after everything had come apart that fall. She left a sweater at my house, the most important small. Thing that I have ever kept and probably ever will, a pale blue sweater in a drawer somewhere that's still in the house where I was 17 and didn't know. She left a sweater at my house, I couldn't let it go. She left a sweater at my house, Lord, I wonder does she know? She left a sweater at my house, I kept it from the cold of all the years between that fall. And now in here, she left a sweater at my house, I still keep it near. Pale blue and a little red my arm. Emily, sweater at my house. Ooh, sweater at my house. Pale blue and a little pull on the sleeve. She left a sweater in my house, and I couldn't leave. 16 going on 17, with nowhere left to hide from everything that wanted to be felt and lived right now. Junior year, I didn't know, but somehow there was a year she walked into my life and said hello. Junior year, and I've been thinking about it ever since. You know, junior year, the greatest year alive. Junior year, somehow we survived everything that came before it and everything behind. Junior year, the best year I will find. The football games and the hallways and the lunch table third from the left, where she always sat, and every single word she ever said to me I caught and kept inside my chest. Junior year, she made me my best. There was a year she walked into my life and said hello. Junior year, and I've been thinking about it ever since. You know, junior year, the greatest year alive. Junior year, somehow we survived everything that came before it and everything behind. Junior year, the best year I will find. Senior year came and took it somewhere else. Junior year packed itself back on the shelf. A memory where only certain songs can reach it still. Junior year, I go back when I will. Junior year, Lord, give me just 1 hour back there. Junior year, standing in the autumn air, with everything ahead of me and nothing yet to lose. Junior year, the year I chose to choose. She waved from across the hallway on the last day. Junior year, I've never been that young since that day. We were 17 and I was terrified of the sound of my own voice saying something that profound. So I kept it in my chest where it was safe and small. I never told her, I never told her at all. She might have known, I think she might have guessed. I never told her, kept it pressed. I never told her that I loved her when I did. I never told her, kept it hidden like a kid who'd rather lose a thing than risk the saying of it out loud. I never told her, I was too afraid and proud. She moved on to somebody by the spring of '74, and I watched it happen standing at my locker door. without a word, because I'd built that silence brick by brick. I never told her, and it made me sick. She might have known, I think she might have guessed. I never told her, kept it pressed. I never told her that I loved her when I did. I never told her, kept it hidden like a kid who'd rather lose a thing than risk the saying of it out loud. I never told her, I was too afraid and proud. The lesson that I carried into every love since then was say the thing before the silence wins again. Don't let the fear of saying it be louder than the love. I never told her, God above. I never told her, and she'll never know. I never told her, and that's just how it goes for 1,017-year-olds who kept the words inside. I never told her, and I wish I'd tried. Say it now to whoever you're afraid to say it to. I never told her, don't do what I did to you. We'd sit for hours on the tailgate of his dad's old Ford, talking about everything and nothing, and the Lord knows what else. We never ran out of things to say back when we had all the time, back in those days. Nobody told us it was going anywhere soon, back when we had all the time, afternoon to afternoon. Back when we had all the time in the world. Back when we had all the time, she was my girl. Before the calendar became a thing that cost us something real. Back when we had all the time, that's how I still feel. We'd make plans that took a whole afternoon to form, about places we would go before we'd have to conform to the world that had its plans already laid for us. Back when we had all the time, no fuss. Nobody told us it was going anywhere soon. Back when we had all the time, afternoon to afternoon. Back when we had all the time in the world. Back when we had all the time, she was my girl. Before the calendar became a thing that cost us something real. Back when we had all the time, it's how I still feel. Now I schedule everything 3 weeks in advance. Wonder how we ever had the time to dance around on tailgates, talking till the stars came out. Back when we had all the time, that's what you's about.
Back when we had all the time, Lord, I want it back. Back when we had all the time, nothing that we lacked, except the wisdom to know what we had while we had it there. Back when we had all the time, without a care. The tailgate's rusted and the Ford is long since gone. Back when we had all the time, the feeling carries on. Ooh. Oh. She still shows up in dreams about once every spring. Same age as when I knew her, wearing the same ring. She always wore on the right hand the silver one. She still shows up in dreams, the only one who looks the same as she did back in '73. She still shows up in dreams, and she's 17. She still shows up in dreams, clear as the day. She still shows up in dreams, taking my breath away. 50 years of living, and she comes back just as bright. She still shows up in dreams, most beautiful sight. My wife knows about the dream. I told her years ago. She smiled and said some loves don't have a place to go, except inside the sleeping where they live, perfectly still. She still shows up in dreams, and always will. Who looks the same as she did back in '73? She still shows up in dreams, and she's 17. She still shows up in dreams, clear as the day. She still shows up in dreams, taking my breath away. 50 years of living, and she comes back just as bright. She still shows up in dreams, most beautiful sight. I don't feel guilty, just grateful for the gift of a mind that kept her perfectly adrift in the amber of a summer. I can visit in the dark. She still shows up in dreams, still holds the spark. She still shows up in dreams. Lord, let her keep coming. She still shows up in dreams, heart still drumming the same way it did on that gymnasium floor. She still shows up in dreams, the way she always wore. Ooh, the silver ring and the October smile. She still shows up in dreams every once in a while.
We stayed up till the sun came up on graduation night. Sat on the hood of Bobby's car and watched the new light coming over Thompson's field, and none of us said a word. We were invincible then, the best thing I've heard. We didn't know how young we were, and Lord, that's as it should. We were invincible then, like every young person would. We were invincible then, nothing could touch us there. We were invincible then, young and beyond compare. The whole world opened like a road, with every exit free. We were invincible then, that's who we used to be. She had her head on my shoulder, on the hood of that old car, and I was 18, being everything I are, or was, or hope to be, the truest version of. We were invincible then, and so in love. We didn't know how young we were, and Lord, that's as it should. We were invincible then, like every young person would. We were invincible then, nothing could touch us there. We were invincible then, young and beyond compare. The whole world opened like a road, with every exit free. We were invincible then, that's who we used to be. The invincibility went somewhere in my 20s, but the memory of it pays me back in plenty. Every time I need to know that once I had no fear, we were invincible then, and I keep it near. We were invincible then, Lord, I carry that still. We were invincible then, and I always will. Take it out when life gets heavy and the years feel long. We were invincible then, that's where I belong. Bobby's car is gone, and Thompson's field is gone. We were invincible then, and that carries
The DJ said last dance somewhere around 11, and the gymnasium felt briefly like a kind of heaven, where everyone was young and everything was possible and near. The last dance of the season, last dance of the year. She found me in the middle of the floor somehow. The last dance of the season, I can feel it now. The last dance of the season, slow and warm and true. The last dance of the season, me and you. Everything we've been that whole inside one song, the last dance of the season. We held on so long. The lights came up and everybody squinted at the bright. There we were still dancing in the overhead light, like neither one of us was ready for the song to end. The last dance of the season. My closest friend, she found me in the middle of the floor somehow. The last dance of the season, I can feel it now. The last dance of the season, slow and warm and true. The last dance of the season, me and you. Everything we'd been that whole year wrapped inside one song. The last dance of the season. We held on so long. Some endings are so beautiful, they don't feel like ends, more like the last page of a chapter that ascends into memory so perfectly, it never really closes. The last dance of the season, that's where love reposes. The last dance of the season, Lord, I hold it dear. The last dance of the season, every single year. I go back to that gymnasium and that overhead light. The last dance of the season, the most perfect night. Came up and we were still right there. The last dance of the season, standing in the air. I wouldn't trade the heartbreak or the wishing it went different. I wouldn't trade a single summer evening or the distance that eventually came between us, the way distance always will. I'm glad I loved you first, I hold that still. You taught me what love felt like before I knew the cost. I'm glad I loved you first, nothing really lost. I'm glad I loved you first before the world got loud. I'm glad I loved you first, innocent and proud of every clumsy, wonderful thing I didn't know. I'm glad I loved you first, long time ago. I found the love of my life some years after you, and everything you taught me I brought to her, it's true. The courage and the tenderness you helped me understand. I'm glad I loved you first, you shaped this man. You taught me what love felt like before I knew the cost. glad I loved you first, nothing really lost. I'm glad I loved you first, before the world got loud. I'm glad I loved you first, innocent and proud of every clumsy, wonderful thing I didn't know. I'm glad I loved you first, long time ago. Wherever you are now, I hope the years have been so kind. I hope you got the life you dreamed on that front porch in your mind. I hope someone loves you the way I wished I could back then. I'm glad I loved you first, I'd do it all again. I'm glad I loved you first, thank you for that gift. I'm glad I loved you first, the most beautiful lift into everything that love would mean for me from that day on. I'm glad I loved you first, and I carry you along. Wherever you are tonight, I hope you know I'm glad I loved you first, a long, long time ago.